Welcome to Schulte Sweeties YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm a mom of 3 girls ages 11, 7, and 4. And this is going to be our 6th year homeschooling. So today I wanted to talk to you, just give you an update of life. I have had all these plans for summer. You probably have watched my video about our summer plans, and I had all these things I was showing you, and I just wanted to give you an update of how things are going. So we haven't gotten as much done as what we thought we would get done. It has been a hectic summer. I don't know why every summer I think, oh, it's going to be not busy, and then we have a million things to do. So I just have kind of set aside, or I guess we still do some schoolwork when we're here and when we aren't exhausted. So my middle daughter is still doing her Star Wars math. We do an Evan Moore spell and write skill sharpeners book, I think it was. And she is also doing her word ladder book. So she does those when she is sitting down here. And typically it's only been maybe 1 or 2 days a week. It has not been very much. So I still try to do preschool with my youngest. And then my oldest has been working on those days that we actually do schoolwork. She's been doing half of the Good and the Beautiful, the Simply Beautiful math. She's been doing half a lesson. She's on level 4, so she usually either does the video and the problems with the video, or she'll do the review page. So she does one or the other on those pages. And then she's been also working on reading a lot, and she has been working on a chapter book, and she writes down little notes in a little notebook, and then she'll try to type. She is trying to get it done as much as possible, but I think she's still on the first chapter because we have been busy. We had also had plans to do marine biology this summer, and we have still been working on it, and I think we'll still continue it even in the next few weeks because we are going to the beach in August. So that was my point of wanting to do that, is that we could have a little more knowledge about the ocean and the beach before we get there, and the animals in it. So we are still working on that slowly, very slowly. I have so many ideas that I want us to get done, and then we just haven't gotten them done. So we are still using, it's the Good and the Beautiful Marine Biology that's free online, and then also Waldock Way has an oceans unit, so we've been using that, and then some other free things that I found on the internet. And we will keep working on that. I'm not sure if we will complete any of those, but that's what we will do. Usually by now, the last few years have started school about July 5th, or maybe a week later, it would be about this week. It's mid-July right now, but things got busy again in July after a busy June. My daughter is in an intense theater class this week and then has a performance this Friday, and I just didn't feel like pushing her to do any other extra work would be a good idea. It will just make her even more exhausted, so we didn't do that. And then last week was with the 4th of July, and then we had, I think, a library event that we went to last week, so there was a few extra things, and so we didn't start the 5th of July like I normally do, but that's okay. I think we will start our school year next week, but start kind of a light schedule, maybe add in a couple extra things. We are slowing down kind of after this week. We do have free library events that we're gonna plan to go to, but those can actually be added in as field trips and extra things into our school day. So I just like to start in July just to give us some extra time. And my plan for this year, which I'll talk about later on another video about my scheduling and how I schedule things, but my plan is to do 6 weeks of school and then take a week off. Of course, it's not always going to work out when we take weeks off. In case we want to go on vacation or something, we don't always get to work it out when we have that week off, because my husband has to schedule it for his work as well. So we will just start and get some extra days in Typically, we need to do 180 days for our state, so we try to get those done, and we like to have some wiggle room and take days off when we can. Of course, even our weeks off aren't going to be off completely. They're still going to be doing some things, like maybe we'll do some more field trips during those weeks, or do more game schooling or reading, focusing on reading. So we're not going to just completely take a week off either. But so we will be starting hopefully next week. That's my plan. But I still need to get everything scheduled out as well. So another life update that happened, we had been looking just casually for the last few years for a pop-up camper, but nothing had really come on the market, and it's been crazy with COVID. Like, things were either really expensive or were snatched up right away. And we randomly found a pop-up camper a week ago and bought it, and so now we have a used pop-up camper, and so now we have even more plans to go here and there around to I wouldn't say that we're necessarily going to do road schooling, because typically it will be weekends that we're traveling in our camper, but we might take some extra time, and we like to go down to the Smoky Mountains and hike some, so we'll do some outdoor schooling on those days, and we enjoy those times. So we're looking forward to doing that, where we have a couple ideas for camping trips that we're going to take. So if you are a camper as well, or a road schooler, I would love to hear tips and tricks of what you like to do, especially if you have a pop-up, because we had borrowed my husband's parents a camper a couple years ago, but we only had it for a couple trips, and so I have been watching all the YouTube channels and things about pop-up camping, and I would love to see your little hacks and how you organize things as well. So that is our life update, mainly that we have not accomplished as much as we thought. So I would love to encourage you that even if you are not doing all the work in the summer, it's okay. My goal was that we would do some school, and that knowing we would likely end up busy. But if we got invitations from like cousins or friends to go do things such as like swimming or going to a park, that we would most of the time be able to say yes and enjoy our summer. And that's been really fun, especially when gas is so high this summer. We have not traveled very far, and so it's been nice. Like, we just go to the town close to us where most of our friends meet, and we've gone swimming a couple times. We've gone to the park. We were able to go with a cousin down to the aquarium, which is about 45 minutes away. So we've been able to do some of those smaller things that don't really cost very much, and we're just able to enjoy our summer still, and then and still do a little bit of schoolwork on the side. Hopefully they haven't had the summer slide, but just know that if you haven't accomplished what you thought you would this summer, it's okay. You are doing great, and just enjoy the summer with your kids.